Facebook, okay.
You gonna do it?
Yeah. Welcome to Nerd and the Noob, episode 31. I'm going on vacation.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I'm the nerd.
Yeah, I'm Noob. Which always sounds like I'm nude. I promise I'm wearing clothes.
At least to the desk.
At least to the desk. So, yeah. How's everybody doing today? It is Sunday, March 24th. I had to figure out what 3 was for a minute. I had to go February, March 24th. 2013.
And as you heard in the credits, this is Nerd and the Noob. My name is Greg. I am your nerd.
I am Michael. I'm your noob, and he's going on vacation.
I'm going to Virginia to see my girlfriend in the Air Force.
Which is totally exciting. Tell him why it's exciting.
I'm not putting that on the air.
No, not that part.
What? Why?
You've never been on a plane.
I have never been on a plane. I've never seen a beach.
Really?
I've never been east or west of the state.
I've been to the beach. It's terrifying. Let me tell you.
Oh no! She was deployed, so we're going to it. We're not allowed on it.
Oh.
Too much sand for her.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, because I thought I was gonna die, and it tastes really bad.
What title is that?
Oh, hang on, I gotta fix it. No, it doesn't. It's Did it not update? Apparently, it's not updating.
Oh well.
Yep. I am. I was very terrified last time I went to the beach. Yeah. I do not like the beach. Oh, here's the bad part. I love jet skis. Okay, and jet skis in a lake are fun, or on a river are fun. Jet skis in the ocean are amazing. Other than that, like if I've got a life jacket on and I'm, on a jet ski or something, or on a boat or whatever, I'm good. But if I have to swim, no, I'm done. Just kill me now.
I have nerd news.
Okay.
He collected comics this week.
Yeah, they're in the other room.
Our noob has, and he calls me and he goes, "So I
have comics.
He goes
right there.
He goes, "I want to read a storyline." All right, so he starts looking it up. He goes, "Okay, Green Lantern storyline. Okay, continued in issues. Oh crap. Okay, this goes into something else. Okay, then it goes into this comic." And then it goes in, "What do you mean I gotta buy like 4 different titles for one story?" And I just went, "You're welcome."
So I said, screw that noise. My plan right now is I'm gonna choose 2 titles. I've got 1 title chosen. Went and started at the New 52, number 1.
Green Lantern.
And I have bought all the issues up to, I think, 18.
Which is current.
And I'm only missing 2, and he's got his guy looking for him.
I got a guy.
He's got a guy that's looking for him because I went and bought them all. Let me tell you, that shit's expensive. Like at $3 a book.
I have like 1,200 plus comics.
Still expensive. But yeah, so I'm all up to date on that. I'm slowly reading them, but I gotta pick another one, and I don't know if I'm gonna pick another DC one.
You should try Marvel.
Or if I want to do, I'm thinking about going with the Marvel now.
New
X-Men, the all new X-Men. That might be what I do. That way, I've got 1 title in each one.
Yeah,
and
they're major titles.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. So more on that later, because I am thoroughly enjoying that. I'm reading. I'm on number 8 of the Green Lantern series, so it's good. I am, dude. Like, hey, you were supposed to bring me book 3.
It's in the car.
Oh, okay, good. I'm also reading
Invincible.
the Ultimate Collections of Invincible, and those are really good. Those are amazing, actually. I'm
Who
loving
told
those
him?
books. Hey, there's a big giant pile of mute. Anyways, so I think that's enough. We actually had stuff to talk about this time. That is always unusual. Like I said, I've been taking a 2-week break from like Minecraft streaming, YouTubing, so I've actually done things.
I'm going on vacation.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the long box, and let me ask you a question. Have you ever watched the show BMS, Blue Mountain State?
Yes, I have.
And it's hilarious, right?
It is quite hilarious.
It is not underage friendly.
No.
Not at all. Do you remember Alan Ritchson.
I remember him in 2 different shows.
Okay.
Alan Ritchson was your favorite character, Thad Castle.
Well, he wasn't my favorite, but he's hilarious.
And he was also Aquaman.
For how long?
Smallville. As long as they were doing the characters.
That reminds me, I looked that up the other day. The complete season
240.
of... Yeah, I want that.
I do too.
If you get it before I do, I want that. You watch a season, then I'll watch it, and then I'll be 1 season behind you. Because I would love to do like a synopsis full-on, let's talk about Smallville episode.
Yeah, but the show's, done now.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about Smallville. I want to do a special episode. Would you guys watch that? If you would, leave it down in the things below. Below. Please. Hello, Dorky. Oh, and before I forget, those of you that are new to the show, we actually do this show live, so when we talk to people in the chat, you will hear us.
Yes.
So anyways,
back to this. The reason we're asking if you know Alan Ritchson,
right,
is because he has been cast in what is turning into the most god-awful movie of all time.
Right.
As Raphael in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Michael Bay adaptation.
Now, can we call it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
He is calling it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the moment.
Okay. So, here we go. It says...
First of all, my original Raph from the cartoon is Rob Paulson, who is currently Donatello.
Okay, I remember that now.
Pinky
I saw
from
that.
Pinky and the Brain.
Right.
Yakko from the Animaniacs.
We got it. You really like Paul
really keep going.
That guy.
Anyway, how in the hell are they going to do this? First of all, do you even want to know if it's a suit? Do you even want to know who's in the suit?
No, I don't think it's a suit. I'm betting it's going to be more facial. They put the dots all over their faces and use their voices.
Okay.
I think it's going to be CGI capture more than anything else.
Okay, it does say that. The TMNT reboot will see the Turtles performed via motion capture.
Bam! I didn't even read the article. Go for it. Keep reading.
It looks like he will soon be seen as Gloss in Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Cool.
So he's in Hunger Games. I got nothing against the guy.
No, I think
really
he's
don't.
hilarious.
I liked him. Like, he's hilarious in Blue Mountain.
Right.
He was a decent Aquaman. Like, he was stern, strong, big jaw, butt chin though. Guy. My problem is I don't care who's playing the Turtles. I think anonymity.
Well, see, here's the problem.
No.
Okay, now
Anonymity for the Turtles. As a kid, we still have no idea who was in those suits.
Well, that's because half the time the voices were wrong.
But we don't know who
I
was in
thought
the
you meant the cartoon.
No.
So.
In the
yeah,
movies.
one of them was Corey Feldman.
Okay, for one
Corey
time.
Hayes. Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
And the only reason we know that is because of his voice. Otherwise, we didn't know. And we were older when we found
that's
that
not
out.
my problem with the movie.
I don't want to know who's in the...
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't want to know.
If I know, I know. Now, I think it'd be amazing. Now, I think it's a weird pick for Raph because, the screams he could do. Guys, the links in this are going to be down below. We went on YouTube, and the reason I found this is because I've watched him from BMS for so much.
If we can get the producer to throw the 2 links.
He does this scream that is just absolutely hilarious and
very girly, blood curdling.
It's amazing.
Now, okay, again, my problem with this thing is the fact that they're telling you who it is.
I don't care.
I think the anonymity.
Are you one of those guys that thinks that Santa Claus is real?
I love Santa Claus.
Okay.
But no, I've always felt that the reason I was able to, as a child, believe in the Ninja Turtle movies so much is because it was anonymity. I had no clue who the person was in the suit, which meant I didn't have a face to put to the voice. So that voice became associated to the face of the turtle. Right. Like, even in those movies, Raphael was my favorite. He was the badass, he had the size, he was, the jerk. I loved that character in general. And, just... So, the anonymity for me is what was very important. And right away, they're killing that for me by announcing who's going to be who.
Right. Well, again, like I said, for me, I don't think it matters too much. For me, I don't... By the time the movie comes out, I will have either forgotten or not care who it is.
or we're just not going to go see it.
Oh no! We'll have to go see it. We'll have to go. Now I was actually reading this.
An ATN boycott.
I was actually reading this. Who's got more direction on what? Who's got more say in the way the movie looks? The producer or the director? Because the director's not Michael Bay.
Right.
It's Jonathan Liebsman.
The director is from Wrath of Titans, which basically means lots of stuff happening. And that's Michael Bay. It doesn't matter if Bay's producing or directing it. It's still a Michael Bay, presented by Michael Bay. Produced by Michael Bay. Co-executive producer, Michael Bay. It doesn't matter. Michael Bay's attached. Not to mention they've already hired Megan Fox as a O'Neill. No!
That one still hurts my feelings. I still think she's hot, but...
I don't even think she's hot anymore.
I think they should have gone with an unknown.
I do too.
Or the chick from the last Transformers movie.
Rosie?
She was hot. But yeah, so I mean, the problem for me is not the fact that he's the one doing it. It's still the whole Michael Bay thing. Like, I want to see a script.
Okay.
That's what I want to see. I want to see what the script looks like. I want to see the opening 10 minutes of a script.
You have no clue what a script would be like, though. Not to mention the opening 10 minutes would be explosions!
Right, but if it's explosions from spaceship falling from the sky, explosion, then I know I don't want to see this movie.
But yet you're going to force me to go see this movie.
Yes, I am.
Why would you do that to me?
Because I had to watch Oz the Great and Powerful. So, yeah.
Hi, bro.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Are you done?
I'm thoroughly pissed, so we're gonna move on.
All right.
And again, it's a stupid reason to be pissed.
Right. So next thing up we've got is
more pissed off nerd.
Go for it.
No, you do it.
Duncan Jones will direct a World of Warcraft movie starring
Johnny Depp.
I'm sorry, this man has got to stop acting.
Okay, again, no.
No.
There are films of Johnny Depp's that I love.
Well, okay, yeah, Edward Scissorhands.
No. Blow is one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Him and Penelope Cruz, I think.
Okay.
I like him being a normal person.
Okay.
When he has to be a character, he freaks me the hell out. And now they've got him going to be in World of Warcraft. And by God, if he is Arthas, I'm going to shoot my own brains out.
Here's what the article says. Apparently, Duncan Jones of Moon and Source Code, which I thought was an awesome movie. Okay. He has snapped up the directing gig for the long-awaited World of Warcraft movie. Apparently, it is finally moving forward. Originally helmed by Sam Raimi, the project was dropped by the Evil Dead director so he could concentrate on his Oz movie. Should have gone the other way. Honestly, we thought this project was long dead, but Jones and Warner Brothers are planning on starting production on the movie adaptation of the role-playing game in 2013. Keep reading.
Jones is a surprising choice, but it makes sense. The director is a rabid gamer. Okay, that's a plus.
That helps.
Plus, I mean, but let's face it, 10, 15 million people played the game. You throw a rock in a mall and you're going to hit 6 people that played.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was at a lady's house the other day. She's like 75 years old. Only thing open on her desktop, World of Warcraft. I was like, she goes, that's my life. I was like, oh, Jesus.
She's on limited income.
Right.
The trades are reporting that the budget for this movie is more than 3 times larger than Source Code. What is Source Code again?
That was the one with, I think, Jake Gyllenhaal, where he kept doing the train scene over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. Like, the bomb would blow up, and he'd have to go back because he was trying to find out who blew up the train.
Okay. In response to the news, Jones took to Twitter posting, "So the gauntlet was thrown down ages ago. Can you make a proper movie of a video game? I've always said it's possible. Got to do it now."
Has there been one?
The Tomb Raider movie wasn't too bad.
Here goes. The studio allegedly wants Johnny Depp to star in the movie, but let's be honest, I'm sure the studio wants Depp to star in every movie they make. So take that with a giant grain of salt. It doesn't say who he's going to be, what he's going to do, blah, 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 blah.
I want him to be the first troll killed.
You know what? I don't even want a live-action movie of this.
You want Blizzard to do animation version.
I want the guys who did the CGI preview trailer for Mist of Pandaria to do a full-on CGI movie. Because that was unreal amazing. Like, the graphics were so
I've already
good.
said that these, like, Ubisoft, on top of making regular movies, should have an animation department now and start putting out solo animation movies.
Yeah, I mean...
The 3D animation that they use for the game trailers and stuff, I don't know how much money it costs them,
right?
But they're freaking fantastic.
I mean, that's my thing. I mean, how do you do a live action...
He can be a tree!
How do you do a live action role play of this kind of game? I mean, how do you do this?
Well, okay.
It's essentially LARPing.
Yes. Okay. Everyone's going to call it World of Warcraft, but I think a better term would be Warcraft, because there is a lore there. There is a lot of story for World of Warcraft built in.
Right, but that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about a World of Warcraft movie.
Okay, so are we thinking more like Gamer or Video Game High School?
Oh God, I hope not. I'm hoping if they're going to do this, I'd like it to be more of a drama.
I mean, they could do World of Warcraft, call it World of Warcraft, but I mean, okay, the expansions, they have story arcs. There is a story that you tell when
So
you
which one do they do? Do they do the original? Do they do Mist of Pandaria? Do they do the blue one? Do they do the green one? I forgot their names.
My guess is the most popular one. In my opinion, they should do
The blue one.
The blue, which was I know the name.
No, you don't.
I played it.
Azeroth.
Yes.
No, that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Thank you. I think that would be a good place to start. I mean, you have built-in characters. You have the Lich King, who was a BA. Badass.
So he can be the Lich King?
As long as he leaves the eye makeup alone.
No kidding. See, here's my problem with Johnny Depp. Is now... Like, he did the movie, what is this? The Tonto thing? What is this one? The Lone Ranger?
Lone Ranger.
The movie is The Lone Ranger.
And all it is Pirates of the Caribbean in the desert.
It's focused on Johnny Depp being
Yeah.
Tonto or whatever his name is. And that kind of pisses me off. They've taken the Lone Ranger, who the Indian is supposed to be the sidekick.
Yeah.
And more than likely turned it into...
Don't be racist.
more than
Native
likely...
American.
turned it into a Johnny Depp-centric film.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't like that kind of thing.
I couldn't even tell you who the Lone Ranger is. Got no idea who's playing that guy.
You know who I think who would play the Lone Ranger well?
Who?
The guy from The Princess Bride. The blonde-haired dude.
Oh, Carrie Elways.
I don't know what his name is,
That's
but
his name.
I think he would make an amazing.
He's way
Lone
too
Ranger.
old at this point.
He is, but God, he was.
Because he's been in Psych a couple of times.
I know. He would be amazing, though. I liked him back then. Apparently, my thoughts are my thoughts alone and do not represent the views of Nerd and the Noob Inc. Wait, I made somebody mad in the chat. About which part?
Oh, the Indian thing.
The Indian thing? Yeah. Well,
as Family Guy would say, the well kind, not the kind.
Yeah. Let's see. So, apparently there's more article here that we didn't read.
No, that's a lot of Twitter things.
No, I'm looking right here.
That's somebody commenting.
Oh. I'm so mad. I'm just so mad. So mad. So we're going to move on because me and Johnny Depp, I haven't liked Johnny Depp
In a long time.
since like the second or third
Pirate
movie. I've never even watched the fourth one.
I haven't watched
Wait,
it.
is there a fourth one?
Yes.
I don't know that I've seen the third one. Is that the one with the big giant whirlpool? Or is that the second one?
That might be the same one.
See, I didn't like when they started replacing the cast. That one irritated the crap out of me. So, like, I haven't liked him for years, but I loved him in the old stuff.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved him in the old stuff.
The only weird one was the what is that? With Antonio Banderas, Desperado. No. The second movie of that.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking
A
about.
Night in Mexico or something.
I still liked that movie.
He was weird though. Like eyes getting
He kind of
taken out.
was, but I still thought it was good. My problem is I think he's drunk. Either that or he's on. He reminds me, he's a male version of Paula Abdul. He is nuts. And so I just don't like him anymore. If Johnny Depp's in it, I may not go watch it. And you can't force me to, but Ninja Turtles is a must.
Oh, I can make you.
No.
You will go.
So,
and there will be reviews had.
So we're going to jump off this because now I'm pissed off. So last story in the long box.
So go for it.
And I don't even know if it's long box worthy. I just wanted to mention it. Is that Dwayne Johnson talks Fast and the Furious spinoff. He says that his character Luke Hobbs spinoff is a goal of his to get that done. So here's my question, just simply.
Okay.
Should this happen?
Is it focus on Luke Hobbs before his debut in Fast and the Furious 37 or after?
Actually, I think if I'm going to write this, I would do it before, and I would make it a cop drama.
Okay.
I don't know. I like dramas. That's the second time I've mentioned dramas today.
The problem with Johnny Depp is his accessories. Seriously, how old are you? I don't know. Him and Steven Tyler get together once a month and compare.
Oh, Jesus. Anyways, back to Johnson.
Okay, so here's my thing with Dwayne Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Cutesy roles, I don't need him in those. I didn't
get to see the Tooth Fairy, but I heard it was kind of funny.
I would rather see him as a badass in every movie.
Okay.
I like that version of him. Jacked, just beating the hell out of somebody.
Right.
I like that version. So if this is although this just means that it's going to be Fast and the Furious. What would you even call it? What would you call a Luke Hobbs movie?
The Tracker.
How about Slow and Not Very Angry?
What? Slow and Not Very Angry. I don't know. Something like that. That's what he does.
It's his thing.
The producer in here said, should be after the Fast and Furious movies, and he should go after big time supervillains.
What's he going to go after? How many movies can you have of drug lords? I mean, essentially, that's what's going to end up happening.
Well, yeah, but, you...
And how many fights can you have with a man in a t-shirt?
Oh, several, I'm sure.
Him and Vin Diesel are going to fight again.
I'm happy for that.
And they're going to complain because I look better bald. No, I look better bald. Well, my t-shirt's tighter. I went to Baby Gap.
I went to Baby Gap.
I mean...
Sorry, that's pretty funny. I need to go to Baby Gap.
I mean, I've seen the sponsor list. The Fast and Furious movies, when it says Mr. Diesel's clothing, sponsored by Baby Gap.
No, it doesn't. I have to look that up.
No, it doesn't. I'm making it. It's a stick. It's a joke.
That would be amazing.
That would be funny.
So here's part of the article that we found. It says, we hope you like Luke Hobbs because the DSS agent played by Dwayne Johnson in Fast 5 and Fast and Furious 6 could be getting his own movie very, very soon. The Fast and Furious movies have always had a big ensemble cast, including Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez, and Tyrese Gibson, but a recent interview with Empire is the first we've heard of a proper spin-off from the lucrative Universal franchise.
Really proper. Okay.
It's a proper spin-off.
Hobbs made his debut in 2011's Fast 5 as a lawman tracking the gang of speed racing thieves.
No, I do that again and do it a little bit slower and southern.
I can't.
Do it.
I don't know how.
Do it.
Really?
Go for it.
Hobbs made his debut in 2011's Fast 5 as a lawman tracking the gang of speed racing thieves that make up the bulk of the series cast. Is that better?
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was. Amazing. That's all I got.
That was amazing. Okay.
Johnson was particularly memorable in his role. It makes sense that they'd be willing to parlay that success into a solo movie, and he has told Empire that a Luke Hobbs solo movie is the goal.
let's see. So it says, possibly after this one, after the next one. Johnson said when asked about a possible Luke Hobbs spinoff. Possibly, I'm not quite sure. I know that's the goal, but yes, I can't wait.
Although Johnson is known for being an action star, he hasn't starred in very many hit movies within the genre. Fast 5 is his biggest movie to date, by far.
I don't know what that is, but that is so awesome.
And he had to share the spotlight with the series' I can't say that word.
Which one?
Existing cast.
You can't say that word. Because I can't say that word, at least not Southern. Wow. Wow.
Oh, okay, so here's the thing. How old do you think he can stay that big?
I don't know. How old is he now? I mean,
I don't know.
The size is not the problem. Like, Hulk Hogan is still a huge guy.
Yeah, but most of that is not. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's.
But okay,
that's got to be a grape on a vine at this point.
That all being said, he's still a huge guy. Even if it is, most of it is now just turned into flab. You put a couple of shirts on him, and then, I mean, he looks still like a big guy.
Yeah, but he seems like he would rather be healthy about it. Like, he's not stupid. He's not going to play on his. He's not going to play on how big he can get, I don't think, for his career.
Right.
Personally speaking, I don't mind him. I think he's very funny. You and I have grown up on wrestling.
Wrestling?
Okay. We watched it when we were kids. I mean, we're not savants of it. We do know somebody.
Savant?
Our producer is a savant of wrestling. I mean, he watched it for 30 years at this point.
You mean not wrestling knowledge?
Yes.
Okay.
But, you know, I liked him when he was wrestling.
Right.
I thought he was very entertaining. I thought he was, you know, he always came out and he was very loud and boisterous and everything, and that's fine. Also very funny. And
can you smell?
I'm gonna smack the hell out of you.
What the Rock is cooking?
I'm gonna smack the hell out of you.
What was he cooking? I mean, did he have a barbecue one day in his house and he was like, "Do you smell?" Oh,
let's hear chicken and barbecue with collard greens and corn.
Collard greens. That's collard greens. You know, collard.
Anyway.
Oh, Lord.
Would you watch it? Would you go watch a Luke Hobbs?
Okay,
because I think you've said no recently.
Here's the problem. I will probably continue and forever in my life watch the Fast and Furious movies. That being said, I no longer watch these movies for the story.
Who did in the first place?
I did for the first, two.
No. The first one, decent story, and, you know, it was everybody had a chance to be big in life, and now the only thing those people live for is Fast and the Furious.
Well, but I mean, no. I like the storyline in first one or two. It's fine. Now I watch them because I like. I mean, it's got hot women and cars. I mean, it's a guy flick.
Yeah, lizard brain.
It's a lizard brain movie. That's all it is. I mean, so
that being said, would you?
If they made this like a little bit more serious, the problem is there's no supervillains he could fight or anything. It's a real world situation. I mean,
I like the real world stuff.
Like, if they did a whole movie about him in Cuba or wherever they were when he was jumping all around those,
I think
giving him his own team like he had.
I think him against a rogue agent would be cool.
I want him to have his own team like he had before they got killed.
Did you know the guy from Numbers was in that team? The black guy from Numbers?
Yes, I did see that.
Actually, wasn't Colby too?
No.
No?
I don't know. Something along those lines, I would watch this. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't think he can handle a lead role completely. I don't know that I've ever seen him in his own lead role. Last one we did was Scorpion King. That didn't work out so well. Or you got the one with Sean Astin Scott or Sean William Scott. Is that his name?
Yeah.
The guy from American Pie?
No, it's not Sean William.
Sean something.
I think it's Sean.
Didn't like him either.
I think he's funny.
I didn't like that. Well, like him. I didn't like that movie.
It had Walken in it. It had Christopher Walken. That's the only reason I watch it. Actually, that was one of my ex-wife's favorite movies. It's one of my ex-wife's favorite movies. She would watch it at least once a week at some point. So it was one of those. I watched it so much, it came to me. I don't know.
So
and it's got walking.
Will I watch? Honestly, it will depend on the trailer. Because this is not one of those ones.
I think trailers... I'm fairly certain there are focus groups out there that go, okay, we need a badass trailer, but don't use everything we get. Okay, crap, you're going to have to use all the cool shit.
I get really mad at those movies. It'll just have to be, I have to see the trailer. It'll depend on what the storyline is for this, whether I really care to go see it or not.
Okay.
You?
Sadly enough, I'm like you. It's a fast thing. Although, do you think this creates like its own production company from the creators of?
No, not a chance in hell.
I'm gonna continue to do voices today.
All right, so moving on.
Moving on.
All right, so we got one more thing in the long box. Not really a long box story, but last week we started Nerd Madness, where we pitted
everybody
64 of your favorite characters against each other. Right? We did 64.
We did 64.
64 characters against each other, and we had a fantastic time. So
a lot of people actually replied. I was very, very impressed.
I didn't reply until this morning.
Yeah, I know you're lazy.
I quite am lazy.
So here's how it's gonna work. The winners of each bracket are gonna go against the next person in line. That's just how it works. So
do you want to read who like the actual winners?
No, because there's 64 of them.
Well, that means there's only 32.
Yeah, they're all right there.
Okay,
we've already got them all.
All right.
We're gonna announce them.
We're going to announce the winners. Here, you can go to facebook.com/nerdofthenoob and you can see the brackets each and every time. So, we'll do odd, even. You take first, I'll take second, so on and so forth.
So, the first two winners from the first round were Yoda, and he's going to go up against Captain Planet. That one kind of interests me. Because Captain Planet can grow a tree around Yoda. And then Yoda can split it, and this fight can go on.
Okay, so next one is going to be Magneto versus Invincible, comic book character. I kind of like this one.
I do. Invincible does not use metal for anything.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. And he can take...
And
he can take a beating.
Yeah, so that'll be a cool fight. I like that one.
Next up the next two winners are Jean Grey versus Sub-Zero. Now,
that one's just straight up weird.
Here's a problem for me. A big, big problem for me.
Right.
I'm an old X-Men fan.
Okay.
But Sub-Zero is my favorite character from Mortal Kombat. I always played as him. Remember, I could freeze you by the time you stood up after uppercutting you. So that one hurts.
If anybody ever asked why I don't play fighting games, it's his fault.
I cheated.
Because he cheated all the time.
Ryu, sweeping kick, over and over in the corner.
How are you, Ken?
I am fine, thank you.
The next one is going to be Obi-Wan versus Spider-Man. I'm very excited that Spider-Man won.
I'm actually not very...
I don't know if I even voted for Spider-Man. I forgot this one. Who was he fighting? Robin versus Spider-Man. Oh, I totally went with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man won on that one, alright.
Well, Robin has actual no powers.
So?
He's not as good as Batman.
All you gotta do is hit Spider-Man with a dart.
Whatever.
Still.
So, Obi-Wan versus Spider-Man should be a good one.
I really do like this one. A Jedi versus a mutant is just something fun.
Yes.
I think that is really funny. I think one day we should just go the Star Wars franchise versus Marvel.
That might be
and just to see what happens.
All
right, next up is, again, another really good one. Luke Skywalker versus Captain America.
I don't see how Cap wins that one.
Really?
Luke goes, picks him up.
Wait. And I'm a Star Wars fan.
And throws a lightsaber at him.
Which version of Luke are we talking about? Like, post Return of the Jedi, like Uber Jedi? Or Empire Strikes Back learning how to do it?
I'll even give you the learning how to do it, but he still killed a Yeti. Or whatever that thing was.
Never mind. I know, it's here. But my brain won't say it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Wampa.
Wampum.
Wampa.
Next one is an obvious. Wolverine versus Daryl Dixon.
The zombies can't kill him, but Wolverine will.
Yeah, Wolverine's going to beat the bejesus out of that guy.
Watch, we're going to lose that one, too.
I know, right? Next one.
Next up is Green Lantern versus Scorpion. This is a hard one for you.
See, we still have to sit down. All I'm thinking about is Scorpion and Sub-Zero versus Ken and Ryu. And you've got Ken, which one says? I guess it's Ryu. And Scorpion yelling at each other the whole time. Hadouken! Get over here! Hadouken! And you got Ken and Sub-Zero in this bag just going, oh my god.
We'll talk to him.
Anyway, so...
Next up is yours.
Next one is Inspector Gadget. He made it to the next round.
Not gonna make it past
to the
this
next
one.
round. Oh, my other guy didn't make it to the next round. Versus Master Chief. Who did my guy go against?
Next is the Tick versus Optimus Prime. He's gonna stomp on him.
Then we've got Venom versus Dr.Doom. I like that one.
That's a decent one.
Yeah.
Carnage
That may have actually happened.
Yeah. Carnage versus Bane.
Bane. Carnage, I think, whoops his ass.
I kind of do too.
Well, Bane is a strong guy, but Carnage has got that super strength thing. Yeah. Blade versus Swamp Thing.
That's interesting. Superman versus Thor. I like that fight.
I don't know who's going to win that fight.
Because Superman's not all powerful right now.
Right.
He's
big weenie?
Well, no. But he's busy making out with Wonder Woman.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't read that. Then we got Spawn versus Joker.
It's interesting. This one is horrible. I hate this matchup. Hulk versus Han Solo.
Wait. I got it.
Han shoots first.
Han shoots first! Han shoots first! He's green. And Guido was green. Han shoots first.
Guido was blue.
Whatever. I remember him being green. And then our last one of the winners, and now into the whatever bracket this is called, is Jason Voorhees versus Iron Man.
I think Iron Man's got it.
I'd like to see art of that one, though.
Dude, all of this art would be cool.
So, those are your winners who are now set up in their next battles with the bracket. Please, guys, go to facebook.com/nerdofthenoob. This should be up later on tonight, and you can do all your postings and let everybody... and do all your votes.
Share it with your nerdy friends. We know you have them.
Yes.
Take a printout to your comic store where everyone's playing Magic the Gathering. Say, whoa. Pick one.
Ooh, good call. Also, remember, Han shot first.
All right, moving up to the comic of the week this week. You picked this one, so
I picked this
I'll
one.
let you take a shot at it.
We had part of the New 52, DC's New 52, Nightwing number 18, with a cover by Eddie Barrows, written by Kyle Higgins, pencils by Juan Jose Ripe, and inks by, I'm assuming that was supposed to be Jose Albaran.
I don't know.
And Juan Jose Ripe. It's an okay book. It was very confusing. I'm behind. This plays off of the one we did, 2 weeks ago? Yeah. 2 or 3 weeks ago? Where Damian Robin dies. And so, I mean, it was some weird art. Like, when he was out of costume, he had stubble. But when Nightwing was in costume, he didn't have stubble.
At least not as much.
I mean, the art was... I didn't really like the art in this.
Yeah.
And the story was just kind of... I don't know. Maybe it's because we caught it in a wrong book, but it didn't hit me right.
Okay.
What about you?
I kind of agree. I mean, quickie review on this because decent story. The art really took me out of it. I did not like their Dick Grayson. I did not like their out of.
Well,
costume.
He looked like he was 30.
Yeah, and then Damian looked like he was in his 20s.
Was that Damian?
That was Damian, and it was memories. He was doing memories of Damian.
See, but the one we read where Robin died in the Batman Inc. one
looked like a kid.
He looked like a 9-year-old.
Yeah,
which is what he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, a 10-year-old.
Something like that.
Yeah.
In this one, he showed him as. I mean, it was. I don't know. I have learned now from reading the Green Lantern stuff that when the art changes, it totally throws off your brain. Mm-hmm. Reading the Green Lantern, they had...
The problem is that happens a lot.
Well, I had 4 issues with one artist, and then they brought in a guest artist, and he decided that he wanted to draw Hal Jordan with red hair instead of brunette hair, and I mean, it was weird. Threw me off. I'm sitting there going, Is this the same comic? What is the... So, I don't know. It was good, but I'm still considering having this as my second pull.
Early on in the series was really good.
Because
I've read the first, like, 6 issues.
I like Nightwing, but the X-Men thing is a good idea, so...
I'll give it a 3.
We came up with a system.
Did we?
What was
I don't
it?
remember it now.
It was buy, sell. It was like buy, trade, or Bay, which means Michael Bay, which means crap, which means don't get it.
I would trade for this book, and if given the chance, I have something else, I would trade for it.
Even given my reservations about it, I may still buy it, just because the Nightwing story, I can't see it being crap for too long.
True.
So I think once he gets over,
they're moving him.
I think once he gets over the whininess of...
No, they're moving him to Chicago.
Well, that's cool. I'm good with that.
Out of Bloodhaven. He's been in Bloodhaven for years.
I don't care where he goes. I'm saying, but once he gets over the loss of Damian, I think it becomes a better book.
All right.
And that's just me because I've never been a big fan of sitting there watching superheroes whine, mope, I mean, yes, understandably they should. But I think I'd buy it, but just because I want to see where it goes.
Okay.
So,
moving on to Noob versus this week. We picked one of the nerd bracket, the Nerd Madness people, and this week we picked Carnage versus Bane.
I go Carnage.
You got I'll take Bane again. Bane's already been in. I'll take Bane again. I think Bane loses this time, though.
I am going with Carnage because A, Carnage actually has a legit superpower.
Okay.
B, he's crazy. I mean, just he's not methodically insane.
No. He's crazy.
He's just straight up nuts. Like, he needs to be in a rubber jacket. He's worse than Joker.
I will say, though, given time, Bane would win this one. Given time for planning, he would win.
Possibly. I may give you that. But if we're just talking a straight up brawl, I think Carnage has got the upper hand and Carnage takes him out. Just because he's got the symbiote to help protect him to begin with and augment his power. And on top of that, he doesn't care what he does. He doesn't care if he kills 30,000 people in the process of killing Bane.
Right.
I think Carnage takes this.
Okay.
So...
by the way, last week's winner by huge margin.
You guys are upsetting me on this, by the way.
Was Batgirl over Hit Girl with at least a 95%, 67 votes against 6. Batgirl won.
Which I need to remark, we got over 70 votes last week.
I know, that was really good. We haven't done that in a long time.
We're doing good. I'm loving the voting. Guys, keep it up. Even though you didn't vote for mine. So remember,
Batgirl,
this week, Carnage. You gotta vote for Carnage.
We're going for Bane.
Carnage.
For 2 times.
No.
The second
win. You
win.
cannot have a second win. You're lucky I don't pick Homer Simpson again. Against Captain America. That one makes me laugh.
That one also upsets our producer.
Yeah, I know. Still makes me laugh. So, we're going for Carnage. I need a win. I don't think I've won in a couple of weeks.
Nope.
I need a win.
I think we're doing good so far with that.
I need a win.
All right, moving on to the short box this week.
Short box this week is there's a couple of things in here, not a whole lot. Boom. I'm gonna fix the dock a little bit, and I'm getting the double middle finger from our producer because of the Captain America thing.
All right, first up is John Chu wants to see Dolph in a cameo on his new Masters of the Universe reboot. Dolph was the original He-Man. And so, in all the gay glory that he was, I don't know if I want to watch this movie.
Can I say that I didn't know Dolph was the original He-Man?
I knew, but block it.
I didn't know there was a He-Man movie.
Yeah, about the same time that Arnold was doing everything.
I didn't know Dolph did anything other than Rocky back in the day.
No, he's been an actor in a lot of stuff.
Just saying, didn't know.
Lundgren played He-Man in the original 1987 live-action adaptation of Masters of the Universe. This is a weird voice.
Yeah, that's
and has continued to remain a presence in action films since.
Right. It's not too bad. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too much, but I don't really care. Like, He-Man's never been one of my big ones, so I'm not gonna.
I like He-Man enough. I think modernized it would be a cool series.
Well, fair enough. All right, so the next thing on the short box is we're looking at
another reboot.
Another reboot. This time being Escape from New York.
I will never go see this if it's not Kurt Russell.
I don't think it can be. No, Patrick Swayze's the one that died.
Yes, Kurt Russell's still alive. I can't do this. Kurt Russell is Snake.
See, fortunately, I haven't watched these movies in long enough
to where you can.
That I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I mean, I think if they get somebody appropriate for the role, I think it's a good movie. The movie was done in 1981. So, I mean, it's been...
This feeds into the reboot thing. Have an original idea.
It's been 30 years. So, I agree. I believe that Hollywood is they're going, okay, 30 years old. Okay. Oh, let's do that one.
They have a list?
Yeah.
Someone call Eddie Murphy. He was in everything.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think they're talking about doing the Escape from LA and New York movies. Probably won't see those either.
Although Gerard Butler, somebody mentioned in there.
I think it was the producer.
Decent choice, but no. Stop remaking good movies. Remake bad movies and make them better.
Oh, this should have been in the AV Club.
Yeah, I think that's AV Club.
We'll move that down.
Moving on to Robert Redford is rumored to be in Captain America 2 as a high-ranking official in S.H.I.E.L.D. I got no idea.
I don't
But
either.
I like Redford.
I do too.
He's a good classic actor.
I still remember him in Sneakers. One of my favorite movies
Sneakers?
of all time. Yep, Sneakers.
What Sneakers?
The one where him and Dan Aykroyd and there was a blind guy. The guy, you've seen the show Alphas on Sci-Fi?
Okay.
The doctor, the old guy in there. He was in it. He was the blind guy. He was reading everything. I think the kid that was in it, I think he died. And you had what's his name? Black guy. Can't remember his name. Anyways,
Michael
good
Clark
movie.
Duncan?
No, not that black guy.
Well, he died, so I mean.
It was a good movie. Actually, Sneakers really good. You like the one with Angelina Jolie and
Hackers?
Yeah, you like Hackers?
Love Hackers.
You should watch Sneakers. It's the 30-year-old version.
Okay.
Definitely good movie. But it's just rumored that he's going to be in Captain. I think this is going to be more of a cameo role, just to say, hey, Robert Redford's going to be in Captain America 2.
Well, I had a thought. Maybe he plays a very old soldier that was in World War II with Cap.
Aren't those guys like in their 90s though? Like in real life?
Yeah, but it's the Marvel universe. They can do whatever the hell they want.
All right, fair enough.
I've also heard that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be in this movie. I'm kidding. Totally kidding on this.
Moving on. Next thing is DuckTales is getting a makeover.
For a game. WayForward announces an HD remake of the classic NES DuckTales game, which I actually do remember.
will play this.
I'll try it.
Is it going to be a computer version?
It's going to be released digitally for the Wii U, the PS3, and the Xbox 360 this summer.
I guess I'll have to buy it on
I'd be willing to bet it'll
PS3.
probably go Steam as well. But, yeah, sure, why not? Launchpad. I like Launchpad.
What's Launchpad? Oh, yeah,
Launchpad
I
was
like,
the pilot.
Yeah, I would play this in a heartbeat just because I love DuckTales. Woo! 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 Sorry. We're going to move on from that because we both sound like idiots now. This one is just labeled, what is this? It's just labeled Greg was right.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Gwyneth Paltrow dishes on Iron Man 3, and basically she's just confirming that she got to be in the suit to be an Iron Man character, and there's a pic of her actually in the suit, which is something I've been saying the entire time.
Right.
She's gonna be rescued. They won't call her rescue because, well, they're not gonna.
Right.
But that's who she is. She either is inside a suit or she is in some sort of suit that allows her to control one. Either way, it is what I've been saying the entire time, that by the third movie, they would put her in a suit. It's gonna happen.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
What color is her hair?
Real? Blonde.
No.
Peppers?
Yes.
Red.
Thank you. You hear that? Sorry, my wife was arguing with me about that the other day.
What?
Her hair is not red. What color is her hair? Goober. So yeah, again, spoiler alert, go check that out. You can read the details of it. Next thing we got up here is, apparently that was spelled all kinds of wrong. Transformers. New Transformers 4 movie details. Nothing like the Michigan Film Office to give us the latest plot details on Michael Bay's Transformers 4. Michigan likes the Transformers franchise, you see, because
as humanity picked up the pieces following the conclusion of Transformers Dark of the Moon, Autobots and Decepticons have all but vanished from the face of the planet. However, a group of powerful, ingenious businessmen and scientists attempt to learn from past Transformer incursions and push the boundaries of technology beyond what they can control, all while an ancient, powerful Transformer menace sets Earth in his crosshairs. The epic adventure and battle between good and evil, freedom and enslavement ensues.
Apparently Transformers 4 starts shooting this spring for a June 29th, 2014 release.
Dinobots? Oh yeah.
No, wait, what was that other one? Dinosaurs. I want to see a Dinosaurs show.
No, I'm thinking Omnicron. Frack, I can never say his name. From the 80s movie?
I have no idea. You watched
Unicron.
I haven't watched
it's going to be Unicron.
Long time. So, cool. More Michael Bay news, since we seem to do that all the time. This is just a little Star Wars update. And
all week long, we've been seeing tweets and posts and stuff about Harrison Ford is excited and delighted to return as Han Solo. Is that saying he needs a job?
I doubt it. There will come a day when Disney officially announces the casting of Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher in Star Wars Episode 7, but it is not this day.
You can't forget Billy D.
Yes, I can forget Billy D.
No, it's Lando.
No, I don't care. I still say there needs to be a mass killing of all the original characters in the first 30 minutes, except for Luke, and Luke goes, "You must do this, to do this, to do this," and they all go on their quest.
I think Chewie and Han die at least.
Chewie's dead already.
You think so?
I think Chewie's dead. Chewie doesn't come back. I think the only thing you see Chewie is, I bet you their graves have some kind of holographic picture, and it's got Chewie going, and that's all you get.
All right.
I think as much as Chewie as you get. But everybody else, including me, says here, I can't wait to see old Han and Chewie go out in a blaze of blaster fire glory, or at some point in the new trilogy, in this new Star Wars movie. Han's death is going to be absolutely necessary in these new movies to galvanize the remaining characters and kickstart the emotional arc and the narrative. How many times do I have to say this? It's the only way.
Look, when they announce it, we can have a little post on here that says, Michael was right.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm right, and I know I'm right. Han's going to die. Everybody just get over it. A little bit of gaming news for you.
Just real quick. SimCity famously crashed every server they had for, 2 weeks. And yet, in those 2 weeks when they released, they still sold at least 1.1 million copies.
Yeah. Apparently nobody could play online, which is the only way you can play, but apparently everybody kept buying it. So I'm not going to read the article because unfortunately for them, I didn't buy it. Because I don't really care. So I'm going to let them play with that and they can have their fun. So I'm going to let you guys read that article. It will be in the description below.
Jean-Claude Van Damme wants in on the Avengers 2. Why wouldn't he? What else is he doing?
How old? I mean, look at him. He looks so... Wow. He looks like plastic surgery'd up, man.
He does look like plastic surgery right there. It was my pleasure to meet... I can't do Jean-Claude. It was my pleasure to meet Mr. Stan Lee back in 1994 along with Mr. Samuel. I don't know. And Mr. Victor Hadada. I read that Chris Hemsworth would like me to co-star in the Avengers 2 movie. Why? Who?
Why? Who? Who would he be? By the way, I'm a big fan of Silver Surfer and also Heroic fictional character known as Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze. I don't think we need any more characters in the next Avengers.
And at least none of them look like Jean-Claude.
Yeah, no thank you. Too old. He did not age well.
You can't. He would have to be an old character.
Is that in there twice?
Yes, I told you.
I thought you were going to take it out. You goober.
Just a little side note from last week before last, whatever. Hansel and Gretel has been confirmed to get a sequel, and I actually read an article that says why. It didn't do great here in the States, but apparently it blew up overseas.
Really?
Like $200 and something million.
Cool.
Where it got like 50 here.
Well, that's cool. Like I said, last week or week before last, we did say that there was rumored there was going to be a sequel. Now it has been confirmed. We're not going to talk anymore about that. So, next thing in here is we've got the AV Club. Guys, the way we do this is when we're doing it live, I'm just going to have the producer who's in our chat throw all of it in, all of those
We've got
links in
some
there.
funny stuff in here. Thumbs up instead of guns is actually really funny.
Just like what is this?
Just take a look at it.
Oh.
It's a Tumblr blog that instead of having guns in all these famous scenes from movies, they're all giving a thumbs up.
Sorry, hang on. I'm looking at these.
And that's not even the main. That's just that article. The main article, I think, is included up there. Yeah, thumbs and ammo.
Oh my god, these are amazing. I'm gonna have to go back and look at these. You guys need to go look at these. These are pretty awesome. Apparently, there's some
Under Armour,
Marvel shirts,
Marvel and DC comic book stuff from Under Armour. So for that nerd who doesn't look like a nerd,
you could have a skin tight shirt that says Superman on it.
Let's see here. We've got
trailers
for World War Z,
the International Star Trek trailer,
Olympus Has Fallen,
Ant-Man. Wait, this is a teaser?
It's a teaser. It was alright.
Alright, I think that's all our trailers for this week.
There was a YouTube video I found. It's a channel I found called Everything Wrong With. And in this case,
the
it's
Cinema Sins?
Yes.
Those were amazing.
And
I can't believe you put those in.
It shows you the cinema sins of movies like Dark Knight Returns, Hunger Games, all that good stuff. There's a picture of an epic Spider-Man nerd beard here. And an X-Wing.
Nice.
Scroll down. Shows you.
Wow.
The X-Wing is my favorite.
The X-Wing looks pretty good.
Because he's got a cockpit in there with a Luke.
Wow. We've also got the Batman villain animated GIFs. Those are pretty funny. Go check those out. You may even throw one of those on your desktop. And then we've got another Star Wars family tree. I found it last week, or did you find this one?
I found this one.
You found this one. I don't think this is a family tree. I think this is more of a connection tree.
It's still technically a family tree. It's just, it is a connect.
Really? It's a family tree, huh? So, whatever this guy's, the Emperor, his son is Dooku, huh?
No, his Padawan was Dooku.
Exactly. That's why I say connection tree. Star Wars connection tree. So, alright, so we're going to throw all those links in there. Let me grab them. I think that's all. Did I get them?
I don't think you're grabbing anything. Now you're just messing stuff up.
Now I'm just screwing it all up. There we go. And I'm going to throw all those links in the chat. That's what you get. If you're in the chat, you get to see them all early. So, there's all those links, guys. You can check those out. Now, we wanted to give a little update. Last week's question of the week was if you had the ability to kickstart any project into a movie, meaning TV show, game, remake, reboot, just an idea, anything, what would it be?
All of our answers came from 2 people.
And one of them was on crack. But some of our favorite answers were
the reboot, Doogie Howser, The Tick, Batman Beyond,
Quantum Leap, Automan, Dexter's Lab, Static Shock,
Firefly,
Star Wars The Old Republic, Animaniacs,
Young Justice,
Firefly. And
that is literally a super small portion of what was suggested by just 2 people. The majority was by William McCamus from Facebook, and he blew it up. So thank you, sir. And then our cousin Jonathan Bradley, he also threw in some stuff in there. So that was really cool. Do you have a question of the week this week?
I was trying to think. Let's see. Oh, here we go. question of the week. We can go off one of the long box items.
Spinoffs.
Good call. I was going to go something else, but that's a good call.
If
All right, so
you could have a spinoff of any character,
or if you could name a spinoff that shouldn't have happened.
Either or. Answer either question. What spinoff would you like to see, or what spinoff should have never happened?
So
leave the comments down below.
Make sure you leave all the comments because that's amazing. Wow, that is just so much stuff. Look at the show this week. We hit an hour.
We did.
We actually undercut it from normal. But good show anyways. So hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I had fun.
I did too.
I'm glad you got here on time for us to do this.
Yes.
Because I would have hated doing this by myself. It would have been really strange. It would have just been me arguing to myself about all this stuff. I may have even done what are you talking about? I don't know. What are you talking about? Da-da-da-da-da, and going back and forth. So,
thank you for coming to watch if you're live. Thank you for checking out the videos. Whatever it is, however it is you do it. We have social media everywhere. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Everything is Nerd and the
iTunes.
Noob. iTunes. If you want to contact us personally, I am gman0184. This is opaque_mango
on
Twitter. Please shoot us an email for anything and everything you want to talk about.
nerdandthenoob@gmail.com.
And as always, we love you guys and we appreciate you all for coming out and supporting us. We love doing this.
Yeah, I absolutely have a good time doing this. So thanks again for listening to episode 31, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace
out.